It's Laura Eubanks and Bentley the Succulent Dog with your succulent tip of the day. And oh, have I got a good one for you. So, I'm out here puttering this afternoon, and you know, I get to looking at this echeveria that's been in this pot for a couple of years. It used to be really, really huge, and it's just kind of gotten smaller and smaller and smaller over the last few months, and I'm not loving it. Remember, my rule is if it's going to be in a pot, it has to be 100, right? And it's not. It's just like 50. So at first I thought, oh, well, you know, I'll just go ahead and remove the bloom, because as you know, the bloom draws energy away from the mom and can you know, make it shorten its lifespan even more. So when I got to messing with it, I looked, and oh my gosh, you guys, look. It's rotten. Look at all that rot. So, yikes. Now, I can save this plant, and I'm going to show you how you can also save... Oh! Bentley was trying to make Hannah his own. If you know what I mean. Sorry about that, guys. You can also save... Oh! Was trying to make Hannah his own. If you know what I mean. Sorry about that, guys. Bentley, no, leave sister alone. Oh my goodness, so frisky. Anywho, gosh, where was I? Okay, so yes, I can also show you how you can save your plant. Now, first of all, it's about realizing there's a problem, right? It was just luck that I came out here and started messing with this and realized that it was starting to rot. So what other indicators are there about this plant that could tell me that, hey, I'm struggling? And one thing right off the bat that I can say is the fact that it has started to shrink, that the bottom leaves are starting to desiccate. That, and you know, look at this one. Look at this. This is Echeveria Sea Dragon. And Echeveria Sea Dragon. And look at how blue it is. You know, and it occurred to me that this Echeveria was more this color when I planted it all those months or even years ago. So what this tells me, this dark coloration, is this plant is severely stressed. So if you have a plant that has changed colors on you, and this guy gets, you know, ample water, because I'm always out here futzing around with the hose, sprinkling around, and at some point in time, it just got too wet, you know? It could have happened weeks ago, and this rot could have started weeks ago. So if you see a plant start to tank and you think, well, gosh, I didn't just water it, doesn't mean anything. This could have started a long time ago. So I'm going to pull this out. See how grim that is. There's even little like bugs in there too. It's just decomp. But the good news is, look at this healthy green tissue up here. There is hope. And what we're going to do is we're going to start cutting, and we're going to see if we can't find some healthy tissue. Okay, see, we're starting to see some healthy tissue right there. These were old blooms. Cut those off. And I'm going to go up a little higher. Okay, there we go. Look at that. Nice and green. Still smells a little stinky though, so I'm going to go up even a little higher.
That looks rotten to me.
Yeah. Higher. We're getting there. Okay, now you can also remove bottom leaves. See how these are desiccating anyway? So if I take off these bottom leaves, I can go up even higher. I'm going to try to get that rot. Now the good news is, you know, there's still a little bit of an issue there, but I don't see any crown rot. You don't see any black around the top. These new little leaves look really, really healthy. So I think this plant can be saved. Even though there's still a little bit of rot in the stem, I'm going to take off the bloom. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this plant in a cool, dry place and give this a chance to callus. Once it's completely calloused over, I can then set it on some soft soil and we'll see if it won't establish a new root system and take off. In the meantime, I am going to plant this sea dragon in this pot in its place, and all will be well in my world. I hope this helps. This has been Laura Eubanks of Design for Serenity with your succulent tip of the day.